Hey guys, welcome back. It's Bill. I am that expat prepper living in the Philippines. Today I thought I'd try something somewhat different. I'm going to reconstitute food that I've made at least over a year ago, year and a half ago actually. Because first of all, I feel craving some of the savory oatmeal I did. And I want to show you guys what it looks like after a year and prove to you the technology that I believe in freeze drying actually works. I mean, you guys see me cook and bag all this food, but you never get to see me actually opening up and using it after a set period of time. So what I got today is I have some what I call Italian spag, which I'm assuming is my Italian spaghetti, and it was done 1/24/2023, so a year and a half ago. And then right at the same time, I have some savory oatmeal chicken and corn. Now, I've done videos on both these products, so you can go back in my freeze-dry playlist and you can check out how I did this. But what I'm going to do today, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go ahead and open up the savory oatmeal is what I was really looking for. It's a rainy day out here, and this is like if you're a Filipino, this is like a lugaw type of dish. So just like if it was any other vendor, I'm going to let you see what it looks like in the bag. So you can see it down in here. It's got the same color as I remember, and it's got the green onions. That's what that is there. So I'm going to put a couple of these. I'm going to reclose this bag up with the new O2 in a minute. But I'm going to reconstitute my lunch today. And I'm guessing on the amount of water. It may or may not need more. Now keep in mind, this stuff has been on my shelf, sitting there for quite a while. Let me put the camera down so I can use both hands here. And it has been preserved, right? It's been freeze-dried. So let me break this up. It's gonna need some more water, I can tell right away. Oatmeal is pretty dense. So when I did the batch of oatmeal, it took quite a long time for it to freeze dry, and it pulled a lot of moisture out of there for sure. I am just packing this stuff up with the water, and I am going to semi-cover it so we can see how that's going. Meanwhile, I'm going to take this spaghetti pack here as well. I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up. Now keep in mind, I made these quite a long time ago, and I haven't opened and checked a lot of this stuff I freeze-dried because it's for long-term storage, and I'm basically hoping that it will be there 5-10 years from now, if and when it's needed. All right. So you can see this guy here. Make sure you can see it. I'm going to pull out one of these. Look at that, looks great. I'm going to put some hot water on it. Move it around a little bit. Now I'm going to use both hands again so I don't make a sloppy mess everywhere. So it absorbed that first batch of water pretty quick. I'm going to give it some more. I'm going to stir this up a little bit. I'm going to try to do this without breaking the pasta. I just want to make sure I get the right amount of water in here that it's going to need. So if you guys can, oh, it smells good. I can smell the spaghetti sauce and everything already. It smells great. All right, that's about what I feel on water. Now you see other freeze dryer, they'll measure and do the weight of how much water was taken out, tell you the exact numbers. I'm too lazy for all that, guys. I'm just going to be the guy that adds water till it's the way I like it. Now I'm going to go off camera. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to let this sit for 8 minutes, and you'll see me in 2 seconds. Stand by. All right, guys, I'm back. So it has been, I don't know, 7-8 minutes, give or take. And let's take a look at this. Now, while the camera's off, I went ahead and closed back up the bags. So you can, that's bottom of the plastic is hot. I'm going to give it another stir here. Now, it's a little crumbly, thick looking, more like a porridge, which is actually what I kind of made it to be. Now, keep in mind, this is made with oatmeal, and I made it savory, which means I put salt, chicken, corn, and chives. I'm going to give it a big bite here. So you can see a little chicken there on the side. This is what I was thinking about eating this morning. So that's why I decided to do this video. Mm. Hot. They could use salt. It's not as salty as I remember. Chicken there, corn taste comes out strong. The oatmeal's there only really as a texture. But, oh, I got the pepper. So the pepper, I did pepper it enough. All right, so yeah, that tastes great. I have no issues whatsoever. Now keep in mind, this has been on a shelf in my warm pantry for a year and a half. And it reconstituted great. Everything rehydrated, everything's good. You can see the little pieces of chicken, like right here. That's chicken meat. Mm. Texture is just like shredded chicken. All right, guys. Let's take a look at the spaghetti. I made a whole bunch of spaghetti, various flavors. This is the Italian spaghetti, meaning it's probably from Prego. You'd have to go watch that video to remember. There's about it. It smells great. Mmm. Absolutely delicious. Yeah. So I'm really happy. Now keep in mind, I'll do a reconstitution video sometimes when I show you a batch of food like I did with menudo, the last one. But I haven't gone back into my pantry and I haven't dug through things that have been sitting in those boxes that I keep pointing at all this time saying, there's my food, trusting that, yes, indeed, my food is there. So I wanted to kind of pull a couple things down randomly. The spaghetti wasn't on my mind. It just happened to be in the same box as the oatmeal, so I grabbed one as well. And like I said, I did seal them back up, new O2s over, because I don't need to waste the whole portion just for my lunch. I'm going to go downstairs and eat that oatmeal for sure. But either one, they're both delicious. Guys, if you like this kind of stuff, comment down below. If you have a freeze dryer, comment down below how often you check your homemade freeze-dried food, and if you've ever had any issues. So far, I haven't had any, but I've heard some folks online saying that they went and checked on their food a year or two later and it was all moldy, and I'm guessing they didn't process it correctly. Comment down below if you know anything about that. So far, I'm 1 for 1. Thanks, guys. Until next time, please be safe.